Hi, welcome back. Today is day number 9 of my 12 days of beauty tips. So after today, we only have 3 more days left of these 12 beauty tips. So I hope you have been enjoying this so far. I hope that you've gotten some good tips from this series. And if you have not caught all of them, but you want to catch them on the replays, you can either catch them on my Facebook page, Maddie Wade's Beauty page, or you can catch them on YouTube. They're all posted there as well. And my username is just Madeline Wade. So you can go ahead and find them on both locations if you have not been able to catch all of them so far. I've done lots of skincare tips, lots of makeup tips, so we have a little bit of both. But as you guys hop on here, if you're catching this live, you're catching a replay, go ahead and let me know you're here. Tell me hi, tell me you're watching. I love to know who watches these videos and where you're watching from. Today, what I'm going to be covering is how to clean your makeup brushes. This is so important, and it's something that I find that my customers and my clients do not do as often as you probably should. So I know I have been guilty of that as well. There are times that I just kind of get lazy with my brushes and I don't clean them as much, and I can always tell because my skin, I'm very sensitive. I have very sensitive skin, and what will happen to my face, and maybe this has happened to you too, I'll get breakouts kind of all over, especially in my cheek area, and I think it has a lot to do with, let me show you, so this is my foundation brush. And you can tell here, I mean, I'm picking off fuzzies right now because it's got so much makeup. You can see all that makeup like caked in there. It's gross. And so I've been using this for, like a week and a half probably. So it's got, you can see all the makeup in there. Really gross. And what happens is the makeup that's inside your brushes is going to harbor bacteria. So when you're putting it on your face and you're applying your makeup, you're applying your foundation, but you're also putting bacteria on your skin. And we don't want to do that because that can cause breakouts. So if you have kind of like, I want to say like, it's not a rash, but it's like, it kind of reminds me of that where there are tiny little pimples like all over my cheek. And they're not necessarily even pimples. They're just like raised little spots on my cheeks. So if you've ever had that happen before, it might be because you haven't been cleaning your brushes. Same thing that's super important with eyeshadow brushes. One, we don't want any bacteria on our eyes. Of course, we don't want any eye infections or anything like that. But also, it's really important to wash your eyeshadow brushes so that you don't have the same color that's constantly being used over and over, and then one eye is going to look a little bit different. Again, I've done this before. I am equally as guilty. So I have been like blending on one side, and then I'll go to do the other side, and I'm like, wait, why is one of my eyes a little bit purple and the other eye is brown? Because I had purple that was left over from, maybe the last time I did my makeup, and I'm actually applying brown eyeshadow. So those things are super important too, but the main reason that we want to wash our brushes regularly is bacteria. We want to make them clean. We want to keep them clean so that our face is clean and we're not putting nasty stuff back on our face. So I'm going to be cleaning some brushes with you today. We're going to go ahead, we're going to get started. So my favorite way to clean my brushes weekly, so I do suggest that you clean your brushes once a week. And when I do that, I use this right here. This is a brush cleaner. So it's got a antibacterial like product or oh my goodness, ingredient in here. So it's going to help kill the bacteria. It's also going to be very quick to dry, which I really appreciate. Let me show you on my eyeshadow brush. So what I do is I just spray it a couple times. Okay. Now I'm going to just I take a washcloth, just an old washcloth, and I just go ahead and you can like just kind of scrub out the color. So, and you just keep doing this until there's no color that's left. So you just keep scrubbing. Now, I like this brush cleaner that I'm showing you right now because, one, it's very inexpensive for the size it is. You can see how big it is. Let me compare it to a brush just a second. So compared to like the foundation brush, that's how big it is. It's huge. It is 6 ounces. So it lasts forever. I just had to open a new one. My old one lasted me like 2 or 3 years. It lasted a long time. So I recommend, and as you guys are hopping on here, go ahead and tell me hi. Let me know you're watching. Tell me where you're watching from, and go ahead and tell me if you wash your brushes and also how often you wash your brushes if you do wash your brushes. So you can see it's nice and clean now, just like that. Super easy to do. It comes right out. You can see all the color that just came out of that eyeshadow brush. So I'm going to do the next brush now. So again, I just spray it, a couple squirts, and then just go ahead and you just scrub until the product comes out. I used to do wedding makeup a lot, and when I did wedding makeup, it was really important that, of course, you make sure that your brushes are always clean, and you make sure that everything's sanitary. And this brush cleaner was one of my favorite things because it was so easy to clean the brushes in between each use. Otherwise, you'd have to have like 6 or 7 sets of brushes to be able to do everybody and make sure that it was all very sanitary and all the brushes were clean and things like that. Instead, this brush cleaner actually dries pretty darn instantly. Like this one right here, I would be able to use my eyeshadow brushes immediately. This one that's caked in makeup, this will be a little bit different. This one probably will not, it will be still a little bit wet because I have not cleaned it in so long. So this is on me, this is my fault. But if you're just using them every day and you're using them once a week, or cleaning them once a week, you'll be able to use these. So you can see I just loaded that up with brush cleaner, and I'm going to start scrubbing this guy. You'll be able to use your brushes though right away, instantly. As soon as you clean them, you can use them again. Cleaning your brushes regularly, it only takes a minute. And again, I know I can be guilty of this too, but it only takes just a minute. And it will make a world of a difference. Your makeup's going to apply better. You're not going to have leftover product. You're not going to get those weird little bumps on your cheeks anymore. It's going to be sanitary. There's not going to be bacteria in there. And don't feel like you have to be gentle with your brushes. You can see I am like pressing down as hard as I can, and I am scrubbing all of this out. If your brushes ever break too, just let me know, because Mary Kay has a 100% satisfaction guarantee on all of their brushes. So if your brushes ever break, just let your beauty consultant know, because we can replace them for you. Okay, so you can see here, it looks significantly better than it did. I am going to clean it one more time, because if I go like this, I can still see a little bit of foundation in there. So I still want to clean it one more time. If your brushes are super bad, they are caked in makeup, it's been months since you've cleaned them, then there's a couple other ways that I like to clean brushes like that. You can use okay, first of all, let me just show you look at all that makeup that came out of that liquid foundation brush. It's so gross. Okay, anyway, so there's a couple other ways that you can wash your brushes. If you need a really deep clean, you can use micellar water. So I love micellar water, and how I do that is I just put it in like a little bowl, and I'll dip my brushes in the micellar water. I'll kind of like move them around a little bit and get kind of like some of the junk out, and then do the same thing with a washcloth. I'll just go ahead and like scrub out all the extra makeup. Or you can also use the 3-in-1 cleansing bar. I'll show it to you too. I brought my 3-in-1 cleansing bar. I love this bar. It's so the 3-in-1 is, it's gonna cleanse, tone, and exfoliate. Let me show you. So this is an older product. Mine looks gross. I just pulled it out of the shower. But so the reason it has like stuff on the sides is because I actually use this to clean my brushes if they're really bad. So what you do is you get it wet, and then you can go ahead and just scrub it right on top of this bar and rinse off the soap. And again, you can do the same thing, just kind of like scrub your brush to make sure you're getting everything out. But the 3-in-1 cleansing bar breaks down makeup, and so does micellar water. So that's why those two are so good at removing makeup. Obviously the brush cleaner is going to break down your makeup too, but if you're looking for like a really super deep clean, micellar water and the 3-in-1 cleansing bar will both break down your makeup off your brushes, remove it, so that you can get a really nice deep clean. But this brush cleaner is also fantastic. And again, the price point on it is so good. That's my favorite part. And it will last you so long. So look at that. Nice and clean. So much cleaner. You saw it before. It was so gross before. So nice and clean, just like that. And you can see all the makeup that came out of it. Again, super gross. So make sure you clean your brushes regularly, and it won't be so bad. Again, that was probably like a week and a half or 2 weeks of me not cleaning my brushes. As you guys hop on here, go ahead and tell me hi. Tell me you're watching. All right, we're going to do this all over. Powder brush next. This one, I always blend my bronzer out. I also blend my blush out. So this one always has quite a bit of color left in it. You can see it there. Just scrubbing it all around. And again, it dries instantly. That's my favorite part about this brush cleaner. One other thing too, if you don't have a micellar water or you don't have the 3-in-1 cleansing bar, those are the two I recommend because they're good for your skin too. But you can also use like a Dawn dish soap on your brushes too. So again, if they're like super, super bad and you need to get them nice and clean, but washing your brushes once a week is super important. There we go, nice and clean again. So just a quick clean like I'm doing right now, once a week, and then I deep clean them once a month. Got the cheek brush next. But it does not take very long to do, which I really, really appreciate. I always feel like that was my biggest thing before, I was like, well, I don't want to spend time cleaning my brushes. Like, how dumb. I don't want to do that. Okay, but then when I have breakouts on my face, or I feel like I have those little tiny dots, like I said, they're not breakouts necessarily, but sometimes I'll have clients too that come to me and they're like, I can't get rid of this like acne line, where it might be like right on your cheek, where it's kind of like a line of acne. Again, that can be from dirty brushes. So if you are acne prone, make sure you are cleaning your brushes. It's also going to help a lot with wrinkle prevention too, because having caked on makeup in your brushes, and that's going to again have that bacteria, that is only going to increase your chances of having wrinkles, fine lines, things like that. It's not going to, your makeup's not going to lay as nicely. It's super important. There we go, nice and clean. So that's it. It's so easy to clean your brushes. Super, super easy. Again, I love to use the brush cleaner. It's going to last you so long. Or you can use the other things like I had mentioned before. So anyway, it is so, so, so important that you clean your brushes once a week though. So make sure you do that no matter how you do it. Those are just the ways that I personally do it. But cleaning your brushes once a week is going to be super important. And you saw how gross this one was. This one was nasty. Okay, so anyway, today again is day number 9. Thank you for tuning in with me. I hope this tip was helpful. Hopefully it makes you go clean your brushes. If it does, let us know down below. And also, so like I said, 3 more days after today, so we'll be back here Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday for the rest of this series, and then that will be it. So it's the 12 days of beauty tips. Again, if you have not yet shopped with me and you want the holiday makeup class in the mail, you can go ahead and place an order on my website that's connected to this video. As long as you are not working with another beauty consultant or a beauty consultant yourself, I will be sending you that in the mail, and I hope that you guys are going to enjoy that. I love the makeup classes. It's something that I absolutely love. I know my customers love it too. So if you want to try out a holiday glam class, make sure you place your order during my 12 days of beauty tips. So if you have not yet liked my beauty page here on Facebook or on YouTube, make sure you do like and subscribe to those 2 pages so you can get more of these notifications. You can find all the replays on there as well. And thank you guys so much for tuning in with me. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye.